agradada mais vespas aqui, parte 8, né? A gente parou a parte 8, né? Bom, fiquei mais 2 semanas, não, mês, sei lá, 2 semanas eu acho. Bom, 2 semanas sem gravar o vídeo, porque tive que fazer algumas coisas, aí não consegui gravar de domingo, né? Mas bom, agora estamos de volta, agora já consigo fazer todas as coisas que eu preciso, tá? Mas agora estamos de volta. Gravar um jogo pra vocês, agora tudo certo. Bom, a gente por aqui, a gente foi num lugar numa igreja, descobriu mais uma coisa que agora tem que ir olhar onde estava o túmulo lá, tem que ir lá, né? Bom, antes de começar a jogar, se inscreva no canal, ative o sininho e deixa o like também. Então, bora começar a jogar e vamos lá no túmulo. Bom, deixa eu ver no mapa o negócio pra gente chegar mais rápido. Tá, vamos lá. Galera, voltamos, né? Deu algum problema lá, não sei o que porquê, mas voltou do jogo, congelou a tela na verdade, né? Que a gente congelou a tela porque o jogo não tá respondendo, a tela fica toda preta e não consigo mais responder o que tem que fazer, eu tive que desligar meu PC de novo. Mas acho que a gente já estamos de volta, eu acho. Então vamos lá, missão.
I have this thirst for blood. This is despicable.
Shit. Pronto. Pronto. Já matei todos eles. Mais uma coisa embaixo. Mais pó, que é bom. Opa, amigãozinho, tá fazendo aqui?
It's locked.
Oh, só que ia ver o que tinha aqui dentro. Mas com certeza eu tenho que entrar aqui pra destancar a porta desse lado. Mas não tô afim agora não, vamos fazer a missão principal.
Bloody monster! Let's hit him!
Mais moedinha, mais moedinha. Deixa eu ver o mapa. Mapa. Tá. Mais pra frente. Status, tá. Kit com. Estou esse carro mais bala. Acho que temos uma pessoa aqui atrás, né? Eu acho que só tem aquele cara pra matar. Ciência de vida e a sniper então de mão. Só. Pronto. De boa. Tem mais alguém escondido? Acho que não. Acho que não. Mais moedinha, mais moedinha, mais moedinha. Vamos então entrar pros cemitérios. Deixa eu pegar um lixo aqui. Pau de alumínio, pagamento de alumínio.
My dear sister, I don't know if I have the strength.
Ok, estamos um vampiro aí.
What do you want? Somebody help! What do you want? Somebody help!
Pronto. Vamos salvar aquela menina. Opa, menino, tá bom?
Are you all right, miss?
I don't know. Who were those people? They wanted to kill me. Why?
They've lost their minds in the epidemic. They won't come back for now.
You seem to know a lot about them, sir.
I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed. I'm investigating this disease.
I am Xiaoxun. Thank you so much for helping me, Mr. Reed. I must go to the cemetery now. Goodbye.
Parece que tá saudável. Ok, então posso entrar aqui. O que temos aqui dentro?
Carnage. Is Father Whitaker's disciple among the bodies, I wonder? This man's far too old to be Samuel. No. By the look of his clothes, this man's a docker. Samuel isn't here. I had better follow the blood trail.
Não tem nada demais aqui.
It's locked, all right.
Trancado, ok, mas... Não tem nada demais aqui. Isso aqui tá cheio de sangue. Vai pra lá, pra lá. Moçada. Olha só, tem rastro de sangue mesmo. Onde até você cair.
As I feared. Samuel no longer preaches the good word.
Eita, vai. Ave Maria. Quase morro nessa batalha de luta, mano. Quase morro.
I have this thirst for blood.
Tá, ok. Tem aqui essa raça de sangue. Esse aí, cadê?
I can't believe I'm doing this. This is despicable.
Posso pegar mais rápido? Só pra encher meu sangue.
I have this thirst for
Oh, já tá bom
blood.
de sangue.
I can't believe I'm doing this.
Eu sei que você não gosta de sangue, mas... Bastante coisa aqui. Ok. Ah, é o seguinte, pode salvar o jogo aqui. Essa é uma boa escolha. Onde estamos? Então deixa eu salvar o jogo aqui, mais fácil, né? Caso a gente morra, a gente tá longe. Que vamos pintar o que? Deixa eu ver. Sangue, sangue. Assim, são muito boas essas coisas aqui, não, mas. Vamos ter captar de sangue. Muita cama de sangue. Muita saúde de importante. Mano, 700 de sangue. Ave Maria. Esta cidade tá uma bagunça. Esse cara tem 10 doenças. Ave Maria. Esse ano, não sei o que mais. Mal. Minha dessa. Tá de boa. Meu Deus do céu.
Are you all right, Miss Shun?
My name is Xiao Shun. This is the proper way to address someone in my country.
I do apologize, Xiao Shun. Are you all right?
Yes, I am. This is the only place where I can find some kind of serenity. Some way to remember my dear Matthew.
You realize you can't stay here forever, don't you? Eventually, you'll have to leave the cemetery.
Why? Why should I go? Since this is the only place I can find peace of mind.
But you're not dead. There is a difference between visiting the dead and staying with them.
You sound like you're no stranger to the pain I feel.
Let's just say, I too have a good reason to visit cemeteries at night.
Please accept my condolences for your loss then, Dr. Reed.
You should go home now.
No, not yet. I miss my dear Matthew so much, and I can't forgive myself.
Você vai morrer aqui então.
Are you on your own? Do you have any friends or family who you could be with?
I have family and friends, but I need to be here alone. One day maybe I'll go back to them, but not now. I need silence, and I need sadness.
You should not be by yourself. Grief can be a terrible trial, and it's even worse when you're alone.
Thank you for your sincere words, Dr. Reed. I sense you trying to help me, even if I don't quite understand why.
Tell me how your husband died, Xiaoshun.
Matthew died of the Spanish flu, like so many others. It's a mundane cause of death these days, but for me it meant the end of the world.
At this time, there is so little medical science can do to defeat this terrible epidemic. I'm truly sorry.
The worst thing is not his death, even if it tears me apart. The worst is not to have seen it coming, to have lost him so quickly, even before realizing it.
Did he hide his condition from you?
Matthew was a smiling type, a happy sort. Everything that I am not. Did he laugh at his death to come, or did he not realize what was going to happen? I'll never know.
The Spanish flu may be the worst disease mankind has ever faced. Why are you blaming yourself?
You don't understand. I didn't know he was so sick. I didn't realize the gravity of his situation until it was too late.
As harsh as this sounds, we are all equally vulnerable to this awful disease. It can take the strongest man in just a couple of days.
I never said goodbye to Matthew. We never realized how bad it was. We laughed about it even. He always made me laugh. Now I don't have enough tears to shed.
Are you a doctor yourself? Is this why you feel so guilty for not saving your sick husband?
No, I am not. But I still need to blame someone for Matthew's death. And who else, if not his wife, who did not see it coming?
I'm a physician, one of the best in the country. But I was unable to save my own sister, Mary. She died in my arms.
Why tell me this? Is it supposed to make me feel better?
No. But I wanted you to know that you have done nothing wrong. Unlike me.
May I ask what caused the death of your sister?
You could say she was also killed by a terrible disease. A disease I have sworn to fight and cure, no matter how long it takes.
Thank you for sharing that with me, Dr. Reed. Maybe it's time we start to rebuild our lives, you and I.
Isso mesmo.
Have you recent news of Nurse Crane and her dispensary?
I heard that she used to help the refugees, but unfortunately you don't see her around anymore.
Goodbye, Xiaoshun. Maybe we'll talk later.
Ah, tá bom. Conversando com ela, então... Ela tá com um bom estado de saúde, então não precisa me preocupar com...
Since I can't reveal myself to my mother now, I must find a discreet spot to attend the ceremony.
I am the resurrection and the life. He that believeth in me, though he were dead, yet shall he live. And whosoever liveth and believeth in me shall never die. we commend unto thy hands of mercy, most merciful Father, the soul of our sister departed, and we commit her body to the ground. Earth to earth, ashes to ashes, dust to dust.
Why kill my Mary and stick her here in this cold, god-awful place?
These are the legal requirements for the epidemic, madam.
Avery, I feel so tired. Please take me home.
Yes, madam.
Oh, Mary. What have I done? If I could only change one thing. One thing. This is a nightmare.
Jonathan, there is nothing you can do but accept it.
What brings you here?
I thought you could use the company. I am so sorry for your loss, Jonathan.
She was a good person. Vibrant, full of life. She was kindness incarnate, my Mary.
You're a good person, Jonathan. And a young Ekon. A newborn cast into the night without so much as a candle to guide your way.
She had been scouring the most dangerous parts of London in search of me. And it led to her death.
Jonathan, don't.
I still hear her last thoughts. They echo in my head. Her mind shattered, and it haunts me.
Jonathan, stop. Listen carefully. You must come to terms with this. You must learn to live with what happened.
How can I? I've destroyed my family. My poor mother. I can't even console her.
Don't you see? You're doing the work of our enemies, feeding your remorse. We are weakest when we grieve, and the guilt blurs our senses.
And so this is why you're here. To warn me. You felt this pain yourself. You too have endured this.
I don't want to lose you, Jonathan. I've lost so many friends. Loved ones I cherished. Pray for Mary's forgiveness, if you must.
Thank you, my lady. I will.
Good. But be careful. If I found you here, others may too.
What should I do then?
St. Mary's Church is not far from here. Go there and make your peace. Find the solace you need.
My lady wants me to confess.
No, Jonathan. It's you who wants to confess, I think.
It's locked, all right.
I think that one.
It's locked.
Oh, some hop. Recycle all zombies.
This is despicable.
Não posso fazer nada. Deixa eu ver onde tem que ir agora. Tá. Já fui naquela região, mas aqui tem bastante pessoas, então acho que eu tenho que atravessar e matar alguns caras aqui, então. Bom, eu acho que eu não tenho um único jeito disso. Mais bala. Mas pra frente não tem ninguém, então, né? Rapaz, eu volto outro dia aqui de volta.
And off to church he goes, a newborn seeking divine consent to lick the blood from the soft and pointy crown.
Who are you? Make yourself known.
Newborn, you reek of guilt and pointless compassion. Shed your skin, forget your old weaker self.
What do you want from me?
Ascalon does not approve of lone wolves who bring unwanted eyes to our pastures.
So your name is Ascalon.
Ascalon's will is vampire law. Learn them, abide by them, or I shall return as your judge and jury.
These immortals try my patience with their plans and unsolicited counsel.
Até um caminho mais fácil, mas... Deixa eu ir outro caminho, né? Mas não estou querendo morrer, não.
Lisa, can't let you through. Best run along home, sir. Stay back. That's good, smart. God, walk.
This man stunned me with his faith. His crucifix. This is not good news.
Ai, caramba.
Grenade!
Saudável. Eu só tenho que entrar nessa igreja aí, mas... Tá, manda meu justo aqui. Deixa eu conversar com um investigador. Olha.
Do you need assistance?
That would be nice of you, Doctor. Who knows what I may have caught during my investigation.
If you persist in investigating the most pox-ridden boroughs of London, you must accept the risks.
Thank you, sir.
Goodbye, Mr. Darby. Farewell.
I cannot enter.
Eu sei que tá trancada a porta, mas...
Cheap and
Você precisa de remédio? Pra
change
remédio?
your mind, Mr. Reed?
Não.
Do you need any assistance, Miss Popper?
It depends on the price of your medicine.
Tu tem? Tem.
I am shocked that you would think I am that sort of man.
Forgive my suspicion. I'm so used to liars with good manners. Thank you, sir.
Goodbye, miss. Take care of yourself as best you can.
Recuperação, ok. A fadiguinha. Não tem essa mais fadiguinha. Deixa eu ver. Remédio. Deixa eu ver. Fadiguinha. Fadiguinha. Eu tenho fadiguinha, então eu vou dar remédio pra ele.
Good evening, Mr. Whittaker.
It's Father Whittaker, my son. So, are you still lost in your rational delusions?
Don't you fear getting sick yourself?
Faith gives me all I need, my son. If I must fall, then so be it.
No doubt your faith will prevail, but let me give you some extra protection against the devil's work. Medicine.
Blessed be your generosity, my son.
I have found Samuel, your disciple. I am afraid I have bad news.
I already expected the worst. He should already have come back. He is dead, isn't he?
Yes, he is now. The epidemic took him.
Samuel steadily made donations to our cause. He would have rewarded you himself if you'd found me in that awful cemetery. Please accept this money.
I have had enough for tonight. Goodbye.
Recuperação, pode aqui os dois de novo, só que eu tenho os medicine.
You again? What do you want this time?
Tem que dar remédio pra você, ponto, vai.
Can I offer you my medical expertise, Mr. Peters?
Keep your medicines for others.
There is a thin line between pride and stupidity, sir. Please take this medication. You'll feel better.
All right. I'll take it then. It's not like I don't appreciate the gesture.
Recuperação aqui.
How did you become the local bully everyone is afraid of, Joe?
There's no pride in roughing up poor bastards. But this is the only job I've found. And it pays well, too.
A job? So you're racketeering for someone else?
I got enlisted by the Wet Boot Boys, a gang from the docks. I'm their muscle for their dirty work.
You survive at any cost, even at the expense of others. Perhaps that's just the law of nature.
I don't care what you think, sir. I do what I have to do for my own reasons, and that's that.
I'm not sure Mr. Lewis would agree with your by all means necessary philosophy, sir.
Oh, do you really think he's the poor victim here? Barrett can be as sneaky as anyone. Long ago, I even called the bastard my best friend.
Goodbye, Mr. Peters.
E você?
Cheap price. Fancy buying something, sir?
You never lose your focus, do you?
Ah, tem academia,
Do
tem.
you need help, sir?
To be honest, I'd prefer you take a look at my stuff. I'd rather be rich and sick than the contrary.
I don't quite agree, but I won't argue with you. Please, take this. You'll feel better.
Really? Free? Don't take it personally, but charity usually comes at a price. Human nature being what it is.
Right then. Show me what you have.
Tá bom, meu dinheiro. Tem mais pessoas aqui que eu não lembro. Não tô lembrando. Spumper. Eu tenho esse remédio, Spumper. Acho que eu tenho sim, eu acho. Spumper. Tenho sim.
Good evening, Harry. May I come in?
Sure.
Só que eu dar remédio, você. Ah, tá bom.
So, may I ask you a few questions?
I'm not bothered. What could be worse?
Não.
Do you need any medical help, young man?
Yes, I do. I feel so tired. I don't know if it's the epidemic, but everything seems so hard.
You'll feel better with this. But you need to get a grip, young man. Medication alone won't cure melancholia.
I'm not sure I'm happy with the idea of living long in a world like this. But I thank you for your concern, sir.
You father have a difficult relationship, Harry? Tell me, did he ever hurt you?
No, never. My father can be brutal and rude, violent even. But he never touched an hair on my head.
What is going on between you two, then?
It's his job, if you can call it a job. He bullies people. Men and women we know, like poor Mr. Lewis. It's just not right.
Okay.
Your father and Mr. Lewis used to be good friends. What happened, Harry?
I was young then. I don't remember Mr. Lewis ever coming back again after my mother died. Or was it after my father started bullying him? I don't know.
Have you tried speaking to Mr. Lewis about it?
I don't go out often, but yes. And he scolded me and told me to leave him alone. I guess my father frightens him too much.
But you are not responsible for your father's actions.
Am I not? Dad always says that he joined that gang for my safety. So if I wasn't born, people wouldn't be worrying about Colossus Joe.
Goodbye, young man. Take care of yourself.
Is there only pain and suffering in this world?
Tá bom, vamos entrar na igreja só pra deixar salvo, né?
Yes? What is it that you want?
I'm sorry to disturb you at such a late hour.
No worries, my son. I'm still quite awake, having just returned from a funeral.
Yes, I know. I've forgotten what I wanted. I don't know.
May I help you, child? You seem somewhat perturbed.
I haven't the strength to cross the threshold. I wish to pray, to cleanse my soul.
The church is shut by order of the bishop. But I'm still the vicar of St. Mary's, if that is any use to you, my son.
You seem to me a good soul, Vicar. But this is a personal matter.
There are no secrets from God, my son. If your heart needs comfort, consider me your chapel. For I can be as silent as stone.
Ai, cara, não sei, mano.
I've words for one departed. They're not for living ears to hear.
Your eyes burn with rage, yet I see the pain that lies beyond. I am here to lighten the burden of all God's creatures. Whatever you tell me is between us and the Lord.
Very well, priest. As you seem quite adamant.
Open your heart, my son. Tell me what burdens you. With whom do you wish to speak?
She was my sister.
You seem so troubled by the loss of this girl. What happened to her?
Na verdade, ela não foi assinado. Aí vou colocar um acidente.
It was an accident. A terrible, terrible accident.
I see. And how are you feeling, my son?
por minha causa. Bom, assim, no começo do jogo ela foi tentar contar isso, mas na verdade não foi assinado pra ninguém, mas ex mesmo que mordeu o pescoço dela, mas ele tava, me peguei, tava fora de controle, então vou colocar um. Ah, sim, não é responsável, eu acho.
I feel responsible. The pain is consuming me.
I have a final question for you, my son. This is of the utmost importance.
Ask your question, Vicar.
What would you like her to know?
Perdão, por favor.
I killed you. There's no excuse. My dear Mary, forgive me.
You have been heard, my son, and your burden will lighten if your words are sincere. Go in peace now, and live your life in the way she would have wanted.
Whatever happened on this dock is between my sister and I. It does not concern God at all.
Ah, já tem como esconderijo aqui, então vamos lá no esconderijo. Ah, tem esconderijo mesmo.
Most of them don't speak English.
Aqui tá isso aqui. Aqui mesmo. Nossa, rapaz, salvar o jogo, né? Mas pra não perder todo o server, né? Mas vamos lá pra dormir. Tenho bastante XP, né? O que muda a minha vida. Pronto. Esse cara, não sei onde eu encontrei, mas essa coisa não tem ainda, não sei que eu tenho. Só tem uma história, uma pentacaus, acho que eu não tenho não. Esse eu acho que eu também tenho, mas esses dois caras eu não sei onde eu encontrei eles, mas eu não sei não, mas se encontrar eles, está bom. É isso, cara. A gente vai ficar por aqui mesmo, né? Bom, se vocês tenham gostado desse vídeo, se inscreva no canal, ative o sininho e deixa o like também. Então, A gente vai passar semana domingo, com toda certeza. Não vai faltar um vídeo não, mas esses dois últimos eu tinha que faltar porque é uma coisa importante, não sei o que, né? Mas também. Bom, a gente vai passar semana que vem. Falou, tchau.